And yet, even with this newfound awareness, this understanding of the subtle forces shaping our financial reality, we must confront another fundamental truth about budgeting. A budget, in its essence, is a map, a meticulously crafted, often color-coded spreadsheet representing our intended financial journey. It charts the course of our income, marks the destinations of our expenses, and highlights the terrain of our savings and investments. But what happens when the territory itself shifts, when the unexpected storm of a job loss hits or the unforeseen mountain range of a medical emergency rises in our path? The map, however detailed, remains static. It cannot account for every twist and turn, every sudden incline or unexpected detour that life throws our way. Think of it like this. You plan a road trip across the country. You have your route mapped out, your estimated fuel costs, your hotel reservations, but then a major highway is closed due to construction, or a detour adds hours to your journey, or perhaps you stumble upon a breathtaking vista, an unplanned adventure that calls you to deviate from your original course. Our finances are no different. We can meticulously plan, allocate, and track, but the world around us is in constant flux. Inflation can erode our purchasing power, unexpected expenses can arise, and our own priorities and values may evolve over time. The danger lies in mistaking the map for the territory itself, in becoming so rigidly attached to our budget that we fail to adapt when reality demands it. This can lead to feelings of frustration, failure, and ultimately the abandonment of the very tool meant to guide us. Consider the findings from behavioral economics. Studies show that our tendency towards loss aversion can make us cling to outdated financial plans even when they no longer serve us. We fear the loss of our original budget, even if it means missing out on new opportunities or failing to address pressing needs. Furthermore, research into why budgets fail consistently points to a lack of flexibility as a major culprit. When our financial plans don't allow for the inevitable bumps in the road, they become sources of stress rather than tools for empowerment. Even the most sophisticated financial planning software are, at their core, sophisticated calculators. They can track our progress, but they cannot predict the future or dictate our mindset when faced with unforeseen circumstances. As the ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus famously said, the only constant is change. This holds especially true in the realm of personal finance. Our budgets must be living documents, capable of evolving alongside our lives. I remember when I first started budgeting, I was determined to stick to it no matter what. I had every expense category meticulously planned down to the last dollar. Then my old car unexpectedly broke down. The repair costs were significant, completely throwing my carefully constructed budget into disarray. I felt like a failure. I had worked so hard to create this perfect plan, and now it was shattered. But then a friend who was much wiser in the ways of personal finance shared a simple analogy. She said, "Your budget is like a route you've planned for a hike. If there's a fallen tree blocking your path, you don't just give up and go home. You find another way around. Your budget should be the same, a guide, not a rigid prison." That shifted my perspective entirely. I realized that the unexpected car repair wasn't a sign of failure, but simply a change in the terrain. I adjusted my budget, reallocated some funds, and even found ways to reduce spending in other areas temporarily. It wasn't the end of my financial journey, it was just a necessary detour. So I caution you against becoming too attached to the initial draft of your financial map. Life will inevitably redraw some of the lines. You see, a budget is not a rigid blueprint etched in stone, but rather a compass. It provides direction, helps you stay oriented towards your financial goals, but it must be constantly adjusted to navigate the ever-changing winds and currents of life. Don't let the pursuit of a perfect map blind you to the realities of the territory. Embrace the flexibility to adapt, to reroute when necessary, and to remember that the journey towards financial well-being is rarely a straight line.